What gives excitement in your life? What is it that motivates you or excites you in life? Okay, who wants to go first? Just unmute and talk.
Progress.
What did you say, Frank?
Progress.
Progress.
Any sort of progress.
Any sort of progress in life. Okay, that's good. That gives you excitement. Okay.
Learning.
Learning excites you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody else?
Learning, seeing our children growing up.
Okay.
That also one part of excitement for mom.
Yeah.
Going for a drive, playing some music.
That gives you excitement. Anybody else want to share? What is the excitement?
Yoga classes, because it's
One person has to mute. Yeah.
yeah. Did you mute? Yoga classes, because it's changing my life.
It's changing your life. Very good. Anybody else wants to share? Answer the question.
Yeah, I was about to say Canadian summers.
Canadian summers. That's nice. Okay, very good. Who else wants to share? Priya, you're new. I don't know if you want to share. What gives you energy? What gives you excitement in life?
I have often seen, for me, it's always some kind of service when I provide to people around me. I mean, when they feel good, when they feel happy, somehow that's what makes me feel.
You feel excited?
More positivity around me. That gives me a lot of energy. Yeah.
Very good. What if I ask you this question? Let me see if anybody else wants to share. What gives you excitement? I'll take. So my classes always starts first 5 minutes with some contemplative question, because I feel it's important. And if you feel it's a waste of time, you can join 5 minutes late in my class. I'm okay with that, but my classes will always start with some contemplative question, because yoga is not about twisting our body, it's about straightening our mind.
Exactly, yeah.
And I think it helps with our journey of yoga. It broadens your mind, and then the postures that you do is more effective. That's my take on it. So I will give chance to 2 more people who wants to share what gets you excited, and what is the source of energy for your life. Anybody? Yes, Gayatri, you want to share something?
Yes, like someone said, yeah, definitely when you help someone, and it definitely feels very empowering, and I feel happy. But I think I feel most energized when I see the sun out, and when I'm out and hearing the birds and being out in the
nature, right?
Yeah.
Nature gives you excitement. Very good. One last person, if anybody, otherwise I'll just get the discussion ahead.
Hiking with friends.
Yes. What did you say? Hiking?
Hiking with friends.
Hiking with friends. Okay. All right. Very good. Who else?
One main thing I get excited the day I wake up, I see the sunshine, comes through my window. I feel, oh my God, this day is so bright and beautiful. The day it is so clouded. I just feel like relaxing.
Yeah.
I don't know, it is with y'all. I just feel
everyone
like after my, now, like when I finish my work,
So
after the
weather does change our mood. So anybody else, just one person, Lena, Tanya, anybody wants to share what makes you excited? The question I asked, what is the energy that gives you energy in your day-to-day life?
Interacting with the people, getting positive feedback from them through their facial expressions, through them talking with you, and I don't know, getting on board with your idea. That's definitely energizing.
Very good. So that's very nice. Everybody's answers are great, and that's true to a particular extent. But what if I ask you this question, that whatever you have told me so far, whether it's going out for a drive, seeing a sun or something, it's not there anymore in your life. What will happen? You won't feel excited, because excitement word itself in Hindi or Sanskrit is called uttejana. It's a temporary feeling, right, towards something which will not last for long. Excitement is soon replaced by disappointment as soon as the stimulus is removed. Right? You understand that? Stimulus is removed. Whatever you have told is a stimulus for your brain, for your mind. It's a sensory pleasure, right? Either talking to people or going out in the sun, going out for a drive, listening to a music, helping somebody. What if you're disabled at one point of time, you're not able to help people? Will that stop giving excitement in the life? So actually, this is something contrary to popular belief, what normally people say in the motivational speaks, that you should have excitement in life, look for something exciting. I say, yoga says, you should not have excitement in life. And why is that? Okay, I'll give you a very example, practical example. There's a bulb here, right? The bulb is, the electricity is passing through the filaments and it's lighting up. So if I switch off the if I switch off the bulb, the light is gone, right? When I switch on it back again, the light comes. So does the bulb get excited? Oh, light is coming through me.
No.
It
No.
just does its duty, and I guess that's how it keeps itself.
You got
going.
it, Priya. Very good. Yeah. So excitement has to be replaced by something called
Duty?
love for what you do. No matter you get up in the morning, do for your kids, it's that understanding that I am just a medium, no matter what I'm doing. Take life as an experience. That's what yoga teaches us. When you start doing that, initially you might feel that you may get depressed, right? Because there's no excitement in life. But over a period of time, that fills you with so much of joy, so much of joy, so much of joy that you're always happy. You're always fulfilled. You don't need any excitement in life then, because it's all an experience. You're just observer. And I have said many times, and especially people who are doing Manas program, just note this, that you're this thing of doing something, to give you excitement. For example, if you have to go on vacation, you'll get excited, right? You'll plan all those things. But what if at the end of the vacation, you feel disappointed, right? Oh, vacation is ending. I have to go back to job. Excitement is always temporary. Always have that in mind. Excitement, which is pleasure or pain, is temporary. Never look for excitement in life. Never look for pleasure in life. If you look, that's fine, but have this back of the mind, this is temporary.
Yeah.
What will actually give me joy, fill my cup more, give me fulfillment is that absence of doership. Like the bulb. Bulb doesn't think that I'm doing something, right? In nature also, the river doesn't say that I'm giving water to somebody. The mango tree doesn't say, mango season is here, right? And we love mangoes as Indians, a lot of us. Doesn't think that I'm giving mangoes, feel excited, oh my God, my season has come. It just does it by its own nature. So we work by own nature. In the same office, different people work there with their own nature. Some people are more like giving, some people are more conservative. Everybody is working through their own nature. So work according to your nature. If you're a giving person, if you're this person, like that nature should always be giving, positive to others, right? If you're a mother, it's a duty of a mother to take care of children, right? You should not have that, oh my God, I have done so much for my kids. Because as soon as you have that doership, the karta bhav, expectations come, and then disappointment comes. You don't get the same thing in return.
True.
And also according to Bhagavad Gita, your karma, like your action become tamasic, which means kind of it makes you dull-minded, because expectation mind is a very dull mind, because there's always like a investment and a return type of transaction relationship, and no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Little heavy concept, I can understand, but try to absorb that. So I always quote Shankaracharya, the great yoga teacher, who gave us so many beautiful verses and this philosophical. He was against mindless rituals. You just do things, something. A ritual can be anything, taking care of kids, getting up in the morning. Mindlessly doing anything throughout your daily life will actually take you towards disappointment all the time. You should fill that ritual, whatever you're doing, your actions, with love, meaning, and with a detached frame of reference that I'm not doing it, it's my duty, that's why I'm doing it. I'm actually not expecting anything out of it. So he gave a beautiful verse called Bhaj Govindam. It's a 33 stanza thing. I'm going to just chant the 19th stanza today, and the verses are like this. Yogaratova bhogaratova sangaratova sangvihina, which means whether you are in yoga, that means whether you are doing practicing some yoga like a self-discipline, or bhogaratova, or you're having pleasure in life with outside world, right? Either you're with yourself or outside. Yogaratova bhogaratova sangaratova sangvihina. Sangaratova means are you when you're with people around you. When you're not with people around you, that means when you're alone, okay, just by yourself. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati 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 teva. That means the person who always dwells within, okay, always enjoys life, okay, you'll always have joy from within. So yoga teaches us not to look for pleasure outside or temporary pleasure or excitement, or even not dwell too much into the pain of life, right? Pleasure or pain. Okay, go beyond pleasure and pain. Be an experiencer, always connecting within, and always having this back of the mind, whatever the pleasure I'm having is temporary. Whatever the pain also I'm having is temporary. Person who lives with that bhav, with that feeling all the time, constantly connecting within. If you're getting too excited, just focus back on your breath, because you're stimulating your parasympathetic nervous system. Or in pain, you're stimulating your sympathetic nervous system, which makes you excited, right? Always center yourself. This is temporary. Let me just experience it, enjoy it for the moment, but I know it's temporary. Any questions in that? Yes. Just unmute and talk.
Yeah, so Archana, like in true sense, how to define yoga?
How to define yoga?
Yeah.
Yoga is simply union with your divine self. That is real yoga, when you're in samadhi all the time. Samadhi means that union with your own higher self, not with your body, not with this name, but all the gurus and all the saints have told there's a higher power within our own self, that divinity. Yoga is taking out that divinity from within you. You're not this body or this mind. That's what yoga teaches us. What we call God or Bhagwan is within us, right? Mm-hmm. And that's the ultimate goal of yoga. And living life like that, then you actually become a bulb. You're just a medium for that high energy. You're just a transmitter of that energy. Things just happen around you. You don't chase after anything. Things will come to you. It's more of an incoming call. You don't have to make calls to get people attracted to you. People just get attracted to you. Mm-hmm. And you will just work for people without having a feeling of doership. Because you're not doing actually anything, it's just happening. You're just an observer. When you reach that state, that is the true state of yoga. And how do you understand? The person who has reached this state will only have compassion and love for others, nothing else. No matter it's their own child or somebody else's child, they'll not feel any difference.
It's very hard. It's very hard though, right? Very hard. To get there.
It's all training of the mind, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, so many incidents happen, and I mean, at least this helps to know that everything is temporary, right? But still, it is so hard to detach. Like if something is happening to your child, if your child is in pain, I mean, it's so hard to detach. I don't know how to attain that.
No, because we want to control the situation. We don't have to control, we have to do our best. And it all depends on how much power you have generated with your practice. It's always yoga and meditation that will take you to a higher state, more meditation than yoga. So yoga has 8 steps, right? Remember my presentation? So these are what are we doing in classes is like external steps, right? We are doing something. It's Kriya Yoga. We are doing something with the body. We are doing something with our breath. Okay. When you go into internal practices, Antaranga practice, which is after the Pratyahar technique, right? Like Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. Then that is more of a meditative phase, right? When you start practicing that, then you'll reach the highest state very soon. It depends on the intensity. Like, you need fire to cook. So how much fire you supply? And
the practice.
intensity and frequency and period of time, long period of time also depends on your minds. So nobody can actually predict how much it happens gradually. Everything gradually clears your mind. And at one point, like for example, what is self-realization? So toddlers who are fighting with toys, right? Small toddlers are fighting with toys. It's a very big deal for them, isn't it? Right? They're going to maybe kill them each other for the toy. They can go to that state, right? But we understand, we have that self-realization that this is not important. So we are enlightened in terms of toddlers. You understand? Similarly, these saints, no matter what religion or culture they belong to, they are enlightened in terms of what we fight, as human beings.
Yeah.
What little things or get worried about our relationship or property or whatever it is, right? Those saints we are toddlers in front of those saints. You understand the analogy?
Yeah.
You're getting a little bit. So it's the same thing. It's a process.
Yeah.
It's an everyday journey. And that's why you have to experiment. Yoga doesn't tell you to do this way, do that way. It tells you to experiment within yourself. It starts with your body, it goes to the mind, goes to the emotions, and then go beyond mind. So life is your lab. Right? Yeah. So I've been telling for many days, but I'm planning advanced course in Antaranga practices, like the meditative practices. Hopefully I'll be done by the end of this year preparing that course. So, and it'll be open to people who have done the Manas part 1. So it's not an easy thing, but it's a very profound practice. Once you reach that state, then you feel so lighter, people are fighting for this and that. People are like taking so much of trouble to a lot of things, which you feel like is like a child's play. It's beautiful actually to live in that state.